User joined your channel. You were moved. User joined your channel.
There we go.
User joined your channel.
I hope you guys have a great cast.
Well, we're
User
gonna try.
left your channel.
I want to make sure. So, that first rail jump, I knew that we comment is how did you come like through the name? There's a lot of couple days after. I knew for it. I never realized the result of the game. I mean, actually, that first rail launched about. Like they all have the right reason learning how to do it. Yes, let me run this now and yourself wait. Check out those. Really easy to the PC game, have you had to kind of encounter patches or anything like that in particular? Came out. Demonstrate with that. Actually, yeah. I would like to first up, we've got one from a and especially, I mean, kind of contribute to the strategy. Definitely should like check out the game and mess around. Are there any lipstick tricks you discovered yourself? They don't really seem like tricks, but there's still have you ever
Insufficient permissions.
Wait.
Alright, and with that, are you guys ready? All been waiting for. This was announced. Alright, before we start, I really want to see where everyone's was here. But for Andrew Q, who's bringing it? What about Cosmic? Last but not least, everyone for Jarvian! Alright guys, take it away. Special on all the registers.
Alright, here we go, guys. I just want to say how insane it is, guys, racing one another right here, right now. These are three. As we head into one, there is one more. First of all, they went five poles. And the fire out of your way. Also, we after it's not faster to get in the going slow. As this is very competitive. One thing does Firepower. That's exactly where they're. Now I want to talk. Oh no, Cosmic. Oh no. Go ahead and talk, bro. Why is they kind of where now before I want to talk about the flagpole list. Was not quite. Kind of fun. I don't think there's
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are just about underway here with our first game of the night of LHL Week 2, Day 2. We first have New York at Chicago. We've got Chicago coming off of a game. Chicago going with players here. Dial, Sheep, currently at 2 points per game. Dial with 6 goals. Sheep with 6 assists. New York coming out with Dick McMutts and Tall Midget with a 4-goal and 2-goal, 2-assist so far. So it should be a great game here. We just underway puck drop. We got the puck sent in by Dick McButts. Make a big save right to Taser. He's going to chip it in. Tall Midget's going to come pick this up, and BG is going to have to force to send that puck around. Sheep's got it. He's looking for TB up the boards. TB's going to get pressured by Jab. No, Jab is going to give him some space. TB's going to handle it. He's going to send a shot on net. And I don't know if that went off the crossbar or if Meatsell actually got a piece of that, but definitely a very clean scoring chance for TB there. Trying to get Chicago on the board right away. BG with the puck now, looking for Dial, misses him. Taser's going to send it right back in. Tall Midget now on the chase. BG's going to get there first. BG's going to carry. Sheep's trying to get out of his way. Sends it over to Dial. Dial with the puck now, trying to make a move on Taser. Does get past, but that's going to give enough time for Dick to get back and collect the puck. BG sends it in. He's got Dial in the corner. He's got a man out front. TB doesn't quite connect that pass cleanly, but it's going to get bounce back to Sheep. Sheep's going to get a shot on that deflection, and great save by Meatsail to make sure the TB didn't pick up the rebound. And we're already off to the races, folks. Dick McButts with the puck. A great defensive play by Sheep to make sure that gets sent around. TB's got Dial center if he can get it there, but Taser's going to step up, and a little halo shot's going to go just wide of the net. Narg making sure that there's no risk there. Long lead past the Dial. He does connect. Dial with a little tip, but doesn't get a chance to get a second hit on it. Meatsail's going to clean it out. Dick's going to take the puck, send it across ice to Tall. Tall's looking for Jab, I think, here. Oh, Dick's managed to slip into the center there. Just couldn't quite connect. Puck sent around the boards to BGP. BGP looking for Dial. Sends a hard pass. Taser's going to intercept it. Send it right back into the zone, right to Tall Midget. Tall Midget's got Dick McButt center. Can he make the connection? Sends a pass. Great stop by, I believe that was Sheep. Taser's going to step up, take a shot. Sends it wide right of the net. Jabba stepping up, shot wide left of the net. BGP now with the puck, sending it across ice to TB. TB, great receive. Accidentally mishandles it against the boards. The puck's going to bounce out. And now we've got Jabba coming in on a break the other way, sends a weak shot along the ice, and Narc's going to easily turn that aside. But TB turned the wrong way. Jabba's going to get there, sending a puck center, but not quite in range for Dick McButts. Taser, the rolling puck goes high off his stick and over the net. Chief's going to long lead pass for Dial, doesn't quite connect as Taser's able to make sure he keeps his body in the way. Taser now with lots of room. Dial on the forecheck. Long shot. It's going to be just wide. Great little bounce. Keep that puck spinning. Talmadge is going to get a bit of a whiff. Sends it across past the TB. Can't quite connect. Meatsel's going to have to challenge. Taser's coming back to cover the net. And no harm done. Taser now looking to get that puck moving. Long shot. Bounces once. Great save by Narg. Just about hopped over his stick, but managed to keep it right in the way. TB now. Looking for Dial. Great cut off by Jabba. But a bounce back to Sheep, which Dick McButts intercepts. BG now with the puck. He's looking for an open man. Tries to connect it to Dial. It is going to get there. Long stretch pass to Dial. Dial mishandles it. Looking for the cross. Fires it off the post. Trying to take a sharp angle shot there. Doesn't quite connect. Sheep now back to get the puck. Definitely showing a lot of Chicago offense. You definitely see how they are second in the league in scoring right now, I believe. And definitely showing lots of long stretch passes, creating great offensive opportunities. And if New York has a defensive lapse, it'll easily be in the other net in their net before they know it. TB with a shot sends it, I believe, high. The puck now chipped off the boards. BGP with a chance, shot off the crossbar. TB now looking for Dial center, can't quite get it. TB now with the puck, circling around. He's got Dial, flips it over to Dial. Great turn aside by Meat Sail. Talmadge now trying to make a move on the defense, but great step up by Sheep. Sheep's got Dial center. He's also got TB on the opposite. Tries to, I think he got knocked back by Talmadge and Jabba, and a shot towards the net. Narg's gonna just turn that aside. BG now with the puck. He's got Sheep along the other side. Sends it around to him. He's going to turn around here, try and receive. And a quick little hop pass. Great block by Meat Sail. Taser covering for the net. A great skate up by Meat Sail here, but he whiffs on the shot. Now the New York goalie way out of position. But no problems there. And that'll be the first period. Sheep now stepping up on the puck, shot on net as the puck is dropped for the second period. And we're still 0-0 here. TB with a great across pass to Dial. Taser's not able to get a stick on it. That means Dial's going to have a short angle chance. And it hits the post. He's got a wrap. Gets tipped away by the defense. BGP's going to go back to collect this puck. Sheep's getting on the opposite boards. BG decides he's going to corral it the other way. Sends a long leap. It does get tipped. TB's going to collect. Dial's heading towards the center of the ice. Can TB connect the shot? Oh, he makes off the post. Jabba now with the puck. Long clearing. Sheep's going to go back and collect this. BG's getting on the opposite boards. Tall Midget and Dick McButts both putting on the pressure. But the pass is going to get through to Dial. Dial mishandles it, though. And the defensive pressure there, I think he heard the footsteps and tried to handle that a little bit fancier than he normally would. And a great save, forcing Meatsail to come out. But he's able to make sure that the second chance from Chicago doesn't go anywhere. But TB with the puck. Taser, great step up. Knocking off the stick. Jabba now sends it in. BG's challenging him. Goes over to Sheep. Sheep's going to send it up to TB. TB's got Dial across. Sends it over to Dial, but Dial doesn't receive it cleanly. It falls behind him, and Talmadge back checking is able to get there. Long shot. Great save by Meatsail. Second. I think that went off the post. But a great scoring opportunity for Chicago, who ends up with nothing. Sheep now with the puck, sending it around the boards to BGP. BG's going to send it right back around to Sheep. Sheep's got tall midget pressuring him. Sends it up to Dial, long stretch pass. Doesn't connect, but it does bounce back to BG. BG shot just wide of the net. But a second opportunity for Red. But a great body by Dick McButts means Talmadge is going to get that and he's going to try and clear it out right down the ice. Narg's going to just play that right back into the zone. New York's struggling here right now to keep any sort of offensive pressure as Chicago's got all the pressure in the New York zone right now. BG now back for the puck. Dick is challenging him. Great stop. Great deke move. Sheep's going to have it now. But here comes the forecheck. Does manage to get it in the zone. TB and Dial going for it. Meatcell clearing it over. It means Jabba is going to have a 3-on-2. Dick's going to collect, sending it center. Talmadge, great score. Talmadge on the one-timer pass from Dick McButts. And we are now 1-0 New York. Both teams very effective in their first 3 games, as I mentioned briefly before. New York, 2 players with 4 points each. Chicago, 2 players with 6 points each in their last 3 games. So definitely a high scoring and a great wrap from Jabba is going to put them up 2-0. 2 apples for Dick McButts means he's going to be going up to 6 points. 2 apples and 4 goals now in his last 4 games. Definitely showing with his 1.33 points per game that he needs to be watched very closely by the defense or it can get out of hand very quickly. BGP now with the puck looking for a play. Sheep's trying to head up ice to give him another option. Turned aside by the defense, but thankfully Sheep is there to send it back up to Dial, but Dial's way too high up and Taser's going to cut him off. Dial with the puck now. Gets bodied by Taser. Isn't able to come back for it. Jabba's going to skate up with it. Nice inside move by Jabba. Jabba's got a lot of space now. Talmadge going for a body. Shot. Tipped off of Narg's stick and in. Jabba with his 2nd goal of the night. Jabba not really much of a point getter in his last few games, but definitely stepping up this evening. That means he's got now 2 goals this season. Finally on the score sheet. After being blanked in the last 3 games. Not sure if that's because he wasn't able to attend or what, but a great one-timer by Chicago. Dial with a one-timer attempt and just puts it off the post. And now New York's got all the momentum. Chicago's struggling to keep it close. Meatsail with it. Trying to get around Dial, and that'll be the intermission. We go into the 3rd period with a 3-0 lead for New York. Very unexpected, if I'm to be honest. Chicago had a very high-scoring couple games. Had a high-scoring couple first games. Their last game was a 5-1 loss to Boston, so they're definitely reeling now. I think with the way things are going, they're looking to maybe consolidate themselves a little bit, try and make sure they get their fundamentals sorted out. Because it looks like I don't know if it's miscommunication or just a lack of cohesiveness, but it's definitely showing to cause a couple of cracks in their armor here. They had a great first period, just hasn't developed into any good momentum for the team. And New York taking advantage of a couple really good chances. And just like that, where it's a 3-0 game. Dick McButts now putting lots of pressure on Narg to get this puck out. Puck is sent up, but Taser's going to turn it right back into their zone. And it's this kind of play right now that's currently poisoning Chicago. But a great mishandle into a scoring opportunity. But Jabba's able to come back and collect. Dial just about had a great tip to put that over Taser's stick and through for a chance. But Jabba was there to cover for him. Dial now looking for a long lead pass if BG can connect. But it gets blocked by Tall Midget and put right back into the corner. Talmadge is still forechecking here. Sheep looking for a pass. Sends it up looking for TB, but Taser's going to take that instead. Goes right to BGP. BGP tries to make a move here, sending it to Sheep, but I don't know if it was miscommunication or what. Two players not in the right position there to receive that pass. I think they might be rushing play a little bit, trying to get something on the board. And here's a great chance. Stick handling. Mitel easily turning that aside. Not really moving his stick, just kind of turning his body, letting the stick do all the work. And a shot on net, floating bounce. Great save by Nargila. Wrap shot. Great turn aside by Nargila once again. Long lead pass for Dial, just out of range. It's been a very common happening in this game. A lot of these passes from Chicago for Dial, who's currently got 6 goals in his last 3 games, keeping in mind that they only had 1 goal in their last game, so really trying to find a way to get back on the score sheet. But Jabba with a hat trick. Beautiful turnover. Dick McButts with his 3rd apple now. That means he's got 7 points in these last 4 games. Very impressive play by him. Talmadge now. Trying to get open for Dick McButts. Currently stick handling it here. Sends it up to Jabba. Jabba, after having been held off the score sheet the last 3 games, suddenly lighting up with a hat trick. Welcome back, Jabba, in a big way. And tries to send a lead pass to Taser. Tried to tip it on. But the miscommunication there means Jabba's going to be able to step up and cut that pass off. Talmadge, great forecheck. Sheep just about had a turnover there. Sheep's just going to send it out center. Let his team try and chase it down. Meatsail's going to grab it here. One forechecker dials in on the forecheck. Taser mishandling it. Dial looking for a tap. Shot off the post. TB just not getting any puck luck right now. His shots are just barely missing the net, and right now that's not what they need. Sometimes hitting the net puts more pressure on the team than scoring the goal. But when you're down by 4, you need every goal you can get. That shot wide over the net, but a second opportunity. Narg's going to have to step out, make sure he doesn't let that spin. Meatsail's going to let this puck bounce off the backboard. It's going to just stop it for Jabba. Or miscommunication. Puck bounces out in front of the net. Opportunity. And Physics is going to make sure that puck doesn't go in. Very dangerous opportunity there. I'm not sure if Meatsail or Jabba just miscommunicated what they wanted, but very close chance there for Chicago to try and get themselves finally on the board. Dick McButts now with the puck. Hits it with his blade. But Dial's going to get there first. Oh, he just barely whiffs on getting that right on net. Puck bounces off the boards, comes out to TB. TB's going to leave it for BGP. BGP's going to try and take a shot here. What in the corner? Over to Dial. Dial mishandles the puck, and it's going to be a turnover now. 2-on-1. 3-on-1. Taser with a shot off the post. Talmadge it now. 7 seconds left. They're looking at one more. Spin shot. Nobody's stick on ice to deflect that in. And that will be the first game of the night. Chicago suffering a 4-0 defeat to New York. I think New York, they're definitely made sure to stick their defensemen to the Chicago forwards. Anytime Chicago tried to get a lead pass to one of their players, Taser was there to cut it off, or Dick McButts was there to cut it off, and Jabba was ready to pounce on the rebound. So we'll be moving on to our second game of the night here, which will be Toronto at Winnipeg. Toronto currently 1 win and 2 losses, and Winnipeg 3 losses, looking to try and get onto the score, get their way up back into the standings. I think the players to watch for this game will probably be dependent on who they decide to go with as their starting lineup. A couple players who have had some good first couple games, Guy, D-Rong, and Austin, all showing with a few points each. Winnipeg, their strongest player right now being Gabe, who's got I believe that's 4 points in the last 3 games. But currently a -9, very evident as to the type of games Winnipeg's been playing. As much as Gabe's been scoring or earning points, it's been a tough sled for the team. It'll be really dependent.
You were kicked from the server. Connected. Channel switched. You were moved.
At Toronto right now, looking like they're going to be icing Guy, Matt, Leafs, K-Bomb, and Konecki, which I believe is Kapanen. But definitely showing a very strong roster here right now. Matt only been able to attend 1 game so far, was a -3 in that game. So Matt's trying to look to get on the score sheet here. Maybe he can pull it off a Jabba here, but right now after the first games there, it's definitely going to be interesting to see if it'll be the same carrying through, or if this will be a much closer game.
Actually, Target's gonna go for it. Oh, doesn't quite get it. Target doesn't get it. Target, if he got it, would have been put to the and we already know it. Not to get this. Oh, not quite. Not so. I want to talk about window. Clarification. That's the way. Oh, not quite. Cosmic will be. Oh no! Cosmic has such a lead right now because of that. The Target has to start from the beginning. Cosmic, let's see if you can get this. Now we have to do this on work. That as well. Without they're finished.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be underway now with Toronto and Winnipeg. Both teams coming off of a very rough couple games. They're looking to finally get themselves onto scoreboard here. And with the face-off now, we're going to have Toronto with the puck first here. It looks like Matt's carrying the puck up through the ice. But a great block by Icy to send that puck right back down. K-Bomb's just going to leave that for Kapanen. Kapanen now with the puck. Kilpestle trying to put on the forecheck. Long pass for Matt. Just misses. Icy's going to collect that. Icy now sending it around. Tipped over by Parabola. Leafs now with the puck. Hill on the back check. Over to Matt. Past Para. Matt with a wrap chance. Doesn't quite connect. Kapanen stepping up. Shot. And wide. Right back over to Matt's stick. Matt's not quite able to connect to Guy. And clearing by Ace is going to make sure that the Toronto scoring chance comes to naught. Leafs now with the puck. The puck up the ice, just past Guy Lafleur's stick. But Matt's going to be there for the backup. He's coming out to play it. It's right to Matt. Opportunity here. Ace needs to get back in net. He's trying. They're here. Matt decides to not go for the wrap. Instead, he's looking for a good scoring opportunity here for his team. But Guy and Kapanen, neither of them ready for the play. I think just a little bit of new team jitters there. I think Matt was looking to get a bit of a cycle going. I don't think either Guy or Kapanen were ready for it. Some insider information says that we may have some secret strats being played out tonight. If things are either looking a bit down or a little bit up for the teams. So fingers crossed we might see some interesting stuff tonight. Right now, Gabe with some beautiful stick handling. Tries to send it on net, but Kill isn't able to get a stick on it. Puck now up the boards for Guy Lafleur. Guy Lafleur's got Leafs across. If he can get the puck through, sends it off the post. Leafs was ready for the rebound and just didn't quite connect. A great play by Gabe to keep that off of Leaf's stick. Puck sent into the corner for Kill. Kill's looking for a pass around to Icy. Icy's just going to send it up for Gabe, who's going to chip it against the boards, but here comes Kapanen. Gabe's got to move it quick. A little chip, doesn't quite get all the way across the ice. And K-Bomb's going to just send that right down. Icy's in a race with Killa right now. Icy's got it, sending it up the boards to Gabe. Gabe's going to chip it over to center to Para. Para with a great chip over, I believe that was Matt's stick. Kapanen now with it. Taps it back to Matt. Matt with the puck now. Matt, a very well-known, skilled player, but shown signs of rust in the last few seasons. And I think he's just trying to find his groove once more. But if he can do that, he'll be a very dangerous player to contend with. But Winnipeg doing a very good job right now of keeping them in check. Although another scoring opportunity here. Great save by Ace. Another chance, but that goes deflected wide to the other side of the ice, and a long shot wide left. Gabe now on the forecheck. Kapanen with the puck, sending it around the boards to Matt. Kilpessel on this forecheck. Matt's just going to leave it for Leafs. Leafs able to slip it by Icy. He's just going to send that across ice again to Leafs. But this time, Gabe's going to be there in time. A great move to get past Leafs, although he's got Leafs right on his tail once more. And Leafs is going to force that puck to bounce off of Gabe's stick and right back into the other zone. Spin pass all the way down the ice. Ace is going to leave that for Icy. Guy Lafleur and NHL Killa trying to put on the pressure. Icy long shot, doesn't get through. Great defense by both Cap and Matt. Leafs now putting the pressure on. Gabe, little inside move. Long shot. K-Bomb's just going to turn that aside. Leafs tries to get the puck in, but gets deflected. Para is now on the forecheck. Cap over to Matt. Matt now with the puck. He's got a man up there in Leafs. Leafs stops momentum. Matt's just going to take a long shot. Great save by Ace. 7 seconds left in the period. Another scoring opportunity, but just past Leaf's stick. And, well, 0 seconds. Whew. Just about would have been a goal if period hadn't ended. And now we've got the second period underway. Killa with a long shot, but just wide of the net. Ace is just going to let that go by. Guy Lafleur is able to get to that puck first, but his pass to Matt gets mishandled. I think that was spinning on him, but a miscommunication. Gabe and Ace colliding. Icy now collects it, sends it up for Para. Para, I think that was a pass for Kessel, or Till Pessel, but doesn't connect. Matt now with a move. I think he found on that pass because he swung his stick pretty far, but just kind of shoved it ahead of him. But a great forecheck by Guy Lafleur means that Ace is going to have to come out and make a play here. Shot. Bounces. K-Bomb just getting enough of it to make that hop wide left of the net. Or wide right of the net. Killa right now with the puck. Trying to send it up the boards. Vipera's going to get there. Spun and fired, but wide. Matt's going to get there. Sending it up to Kapanen. Kapanen, lots of space. Sending it over to Leafs. Leafs to the one-timer. What a goal. Ace preparing for the shot, but Leafs just using his full momentum to get a really good stick on it and beats Ace on the right-hand side. Leafs now with a forecheck, causing a turnover. Guy Lafleur's going to have, he's got Matt along the same board, sends it to Matt. Matt shot just off the post. But a wrap opportunity for Guy Lafleur, wrap, and a great stop by the D-man. I think that was Para. No, that was Kill Pestle, it looks like. Puck now center on the boards to Matt. Matt's got lots of space. He's also got Kill on the same boards if he wants. Might be going for the wrap here. No, Matt does send it around that same boards. And Leafs just going to send that in. Icy now with it, but a great forecheck by Matt means the turnover here to Leafs. Leafs got Matt in front. Doesn't connect, sends it back to Kapanen instead. Kapanen with the shot, wide left. And Kapanen gets laid out. But that means Kapanen's going to be in a great position. But a great save and knockaway by Ace means that this scoring opportunity goes by. But a great move by Gabe. Skates it in. What a deke through the legs. Gabe with a great goal to equalize it up here in the second period with 2:30 to go. We are back underway here, and Kapanen with a shot. Ace deflects it just on top of the net. That was so close to not to going in. But the LHL, the only important thing is that it doesn't, and it doesn't matter how you do it. Keep that puck out of the net, and Ace doing a great job so far, limiting those opportunities. He's going to let that bounce off the backboards. Icy going to chip it, but Matt's going to be following up there. Icy chips it over and does get a good third hit on it. That's going to go over to Gabe. Gabe's got Kill Pestle in the center. If he can connect the pass, takes the shot instead. It's off the post. It's there. And it gets cleared by the blue defense. What a play. Toronto managing to keep it out. That was a great scoring opportunity for Winnipeg there, and Toronto just got that out. Puck shot off the backboards here. Leafs got it. It's going to go centering pass. Guy Lafleur had his stick in the right spot. It just whiffed. I don't know if he just slightly misangled it. Matt now with the puck. Trying to regroup. Trying to make a move on Kill Pestle. Gets it up to Kapanen. Kapanen's got Guy Lafleur open. Trying to send it across the Leafs, but the defenseman coming over. Para sending it out. And a great dump down. Toronto pass across. Great play by Leafs. Kill barely missing the forecheck there. Leafs just going to send it in with 15 seconds to go in the second period. Guy's going to make a estimate there, thinking Icy was going to go towards the corner. Icy decided to go behind the net and just about had a lot of room to work with, but mishandled it. So Leafs was able to come back and forecheck hard, and that'll be the second period. And we are looking at a 1-1 tie. Off the face-off. Toronto wins the face-off, gets it back to Leafs, who gets it up to Matt, who's going to chip it into the corner for Kapanen. Kapanen's got a lot of space here, a lot of time. Doesn't have to rush anything. Sends it back to Matt, but a mishandle. Sends it to... It was actually to Leafs, who mishandled that one. Pass up to Matt. Doesn't connect. Matt now able to recollect. Lots of space. Kapanen's able to body kill Pestle. Matt with a great cut, but that means Kill's going to have a chance, but a great body again by Kapanen to keep Kill from getting a stick on it. But a tip, a deflection, and a fire just wide. Icy makes a great block to keep that pass from going right on, or the shot from going right on net, but it went right to a Toronto defender, or to a Toronto forward. And just a misfire, making the worst of that scoring opportunity, unfortunately. Icy trying to take a shot from the point, gets deflected. Decides to dump it in. Matt's going to collect it. Great forecheck by Kill. He's going to get a body on Matt. Leafs now has it, trying to send it across. Does connect to Kapanen. Kapanen's going to have a lot of time for a long shot if he wants it. Taps it back for Matt. Matt with an inside cut, but it's going to be a turnover. But Matt is able to recover in time for Para before Para is able to make a good offensive move on that puck. But a second chance for Para as he tries to connect center. But both Matt and Kapanen saying no thank you. Long flip. Icy's going to come back to collect it. Going to Killa putting on the pressure. Geeth coming over to try and block the long shot. It is wide. Kapanen's got it. Looking up the ice. Decides to go back around the other way to Matt. Matt's got Guy Lafleur coming back. But he is going to get it to Leafs. Tries to slash it back into the Winnipeg zone. It ends up back in the Toronto zone instead. Killa sends it to Kapanen. Kapanen tapping it around for Matt, but very poor momentum on that puck. Means that Matt's going to have to come back. He's got no speed. Now Killa's got it. Leafs trying to take a shot. Gets deflected to the corner. Para's going to come back and get it. He's going to pass it to Icy. Icy's got Kapanen putting pressure on him, though. Does get it up to Gabe. Gabe doesn't quite collect it cleanly. Now fighting for the puck. And it's going to get dumped into the Winnipeg zone. Icy's going to go back to get that. Para sending to the opposite boards. Kapanen on the pressure. Does send it up to Gabe. Gabe with the puck now. Pestle, long shot. Drops just in the top right corner. K-Bomb, unfortunately, not able to get a stick on that one. And Gabe's got his second of the night. Kapanen now with the puck. Minute 40 to go. Toronto looking to try and create a very dangerous scoring opportunity here. They've got Matt and Leafs. Or Leafs is going really far up there. Guy Lafleur mishandles the shot. But it is going to end up on Matt's stick. Matt takes the shot. Turned aside by Ace. Leafs is going to be the first blue man to the puck, but it's not going to get there in time. And it's a long lead pass. It is going to get sneaked through to Para. Para trying to make a move. Matt's able to come across and prevent the second chance. Whew, very dangerous. That almost turned into a very dangerous play. And Leafs now all the way back. Matt far up in the offensive zone. Guy Lafleur now with it, trying to make a move. He's not able to get past, but comes back to Matt again. Matt with a move. Inside chance and puts it off the inside post. But Guy's able to come back to spin fire. Just wide left. Matt's still in front of the net. Leafs got the puck. Leafs sending it across to Matt. Doesn't quite connect. Kapanen with the puck now. Kapanen's got Leafs in the center. Sends it to Leafs. Leafs shot. Great save. Great save. Kill clears the puck out. K-Bomb's going to have to collect. 20 seconds left. K-Bomb sending it around to Matt. Lots of space for Matt. Matt's going to take a second. Firing it. It's on. It's just a bit too high. Opportunity, though, for Guy Lafleur. Guy Lafleur trying to get a pass out to the center to Leafs. They're going to clear instead. K-Bomb's coming out of his net. It's over. Gabes clears the puck, and that'll be the end of the game. 2-1 for Winnipeg. Winnipeg gets their first win of the season. Toronto just barely falling victim to a couple bad scoring chances that Winnipeg was able to execute on. And we're moving on to Game 3 of the evening, which will be Nashville versus Boston. Nashville currently 2 wins, 1 overtime win to Boston's 2 wins and a loss. Means that we're looking at the top 2 records in the standings right now. Right now, players to watch: Zam and Krabinetry, the highest scoring players on Nashville. Lucic and Otto, the highest scoring players on Boston. Boston right now, I believe, is the most goals this season so far, up until this week, or up until today. Led by KS Otto with 7 points in 3 games. Milan Lucic with 6 points in 3 games. So one of the big keys to the games here will be making sure that the Boston offense is limited to low scoring chances, as Nashville may be one of the best teams suited for that. Their goalie, aka Don Cherry, doing a really good job, posting an 81% save percent, 81.25% save percentage. He's doing a really good job right now, making sure shots on net aren't getting anywhere out of control. And just like that, we're going to be underway here soon for the Boston-Nashville game. Just taking a small intermission here, but we'll be back underway here shortly. Boston now taking the ice, getting ready for the game here. Some interesting players here that will be holding up the defensive end for Boston. So far, they've had Self-Plug, Wonky Knockers, and they've shared the load between Tidge and Johnny Hockey as well. So should be very interesting. Self-Plug looking to be their starting goalie. It looks like they're going to be going with Squonky Knockers and Jay Hockey, since I don't... Oh, Tidge is there, but it looks like Tidge may be coming in as a backup off the bench. Johnny Hockey reciting the alphabet, very common thing. As he's pointed out here, he did miss a J. All right, Nashville now coming on to the Boston ice. We will be getting underway here in just under a couple 10 seconds. Looks like the starting lineups for Nashville But D-Man Jerry, Crab in a Tree, Tony Flo, Omaha, and Don Cherry. Which means Zam is not present for this game. Very important to note. Zam, one of the points leaders for the Nashville team. He will probably be missed here. And we are underway. Puck drop. Crab in a Tree did get first contact, but great play by Johnny Hockey's making sure that Boston's not going to get too much advantage out of it. KS Auto with the puck. Got a man in front of the net. Back up the boards to Johnny Hockey. Shot. Just wide. Milan Lucic sends it across. Johnny Hockey. But the puck tipped over to Crab and Tree, and Crab and Tree taking it out. KS Auto making sure that he doesn't get a good shot on net. Omaha now back to receive the puck. Looking for a long pass. Sends it up to Tony Flo. Tony Flo sends it on net. Looking for a tip. Great clear by Self-Plug. Man Jerry with the puck. Great block by Squonky Knockers to KS Auto. KS Auto's going to try and take a shot. Turned aside by D-Man Jerry. Johnny Hockey goes to stop the puck, but it slips by his stick. Tony Flo now putting the pressure on. Crab and Tree's going to intercept this puck. Taps it back to Omaha. Omaha with a chance. Omaha sends it off the boards. Boston's going to be able to handle it there. Great play by Johnny Hockey. He's going to knock that back into the neutral zone. Long lead pass to KS Auto. KS Auto handling it. Trying to take a shot. Great block by Omaha, I believe. Puck chipped up to Crab. Tried to chip it over to Tony, but not able to connect. Puck spinning out in front of the net. But cleared by D-Man Jerry, and pressure's off for Nashville for the moment. Boston now regrouping. KS Auto leaves it for Milan Lucic. Lucic shot. It's accurate, but it's just off the top of the net. Long lead pass up to Crab in a Tree. Crab in a Tree trying to make an inside cut. KS Auto cuts him off. KS Auto now with the puck. Carrying it up. Trying to make a move here. Great play. He's past Omaha, takes a shot. Great save by Don Cherry. Puck cleared by Omaha along the boards to Tony Flo. Tony Flo not able to get a good stick on it. Crab was looking for a streak pass there. D-Man Jerry now with the puck. Sit up. Great block. Self-Plug went to clear. Tony Flo got a stick on it. It means it's a turnover for Nashville. Nashville trying to get a puck on net. Going to go around the boards to Crab in a Tree. Crab in a Tree centering it. Cleared away by Johnny Hockey. And we're just about done our first period of our last season game of the evening. About a minute 25 to go. Crab in a Tree with a shot. Wide. Not hard enough. Puck center on the boards to Milan Lucic. Trying to make a move. Does slip by. Tries to take a shot. It's on net, but turned aside by Don Cherry. Omaha with the puck now. Send it off the boards to Tony Flo, who's not able to receive it cleanly. Guess I was going to take it and turn it up to Squonky Knockers. Squonky Knockers with a chance. Shot just wide left. Milan Lucic now stepping up. Flips it over the stick. Off the boards. It's going to end up on top of the net. And we're looking in the last minute here of the first period between Boston and Nashville. Currently 0-0. Puck sent up. Milan Lucic has it. Sends it across to KS Auto. KS Auto's able to force that puck across the ice again. Tony Flo is going to get there, looking to send up a lead pass to Crab in a Tree. Does get there. Crab tips it to the corner. He's got DeMangeri coming up. Crab in a Tree fans on the pass. It's going to get chipped over. Omaha's turning around, trying to receive it. Long shot. On along the ice, gets knocked aside by KS Auto, and with that, we'll probably be looking at the end of the first period. But a great tip on. Doesn't quite get enough on it.
You were kicked from the server. Connected. You were moved.
All right, sorry about that, folks. Second period is currently underway. We've got Omaha from Nashville with the puck, setting it up. KS Auto's going to cut him off. Puck ends up back on Lucic's stick. Boston tries to make a move, but Crab in a Tree intercepts it. Got a shot, sends it off the post. Tony Flo's going to get there first. Looking for the centering pass. KS Auto's going to clear it to the corner. Johnny Hockey trying to handle it. Tries to chip it off the boards. Doesn't quite get there. Some great forechecking right now by Nashville. Means a shot opportunity is going to go off the crossbar. The second period, lots of scoring opportunities so far. Shot towards the net off the post. First goal for Nashville. Apple. And just like that, in our last seasonal game of the evening, Nashville takes the 1-goal lead. Puck sent up the ice. Johnny Hockey now back to receive it. Johnny Hockey taps it
User
along the
joined
boards.
your
Tony
channel.
Flo.
User left your channel.
Send it over. Great save by Self-Plug. DeMangeri's going to try and take a shot, though. Great save by Self-Plug once again. Johnny Hockey now with the puck, sending a long flip shot. Don Cherry's just going to tip that to the corner for his defenseman. But a great forecheck by Boston is going to put a lot of pressure here. Tony Flo, great tip pass, trying to get it to Crab and Tree. Doesn't quite get there. Turned aside. DeMangeri with the puck. Tipped up. Tony's trying to get under it. Flips it. Just wide. Self-Plug decides to bat it away anyways. Puck bounces right back in front of net. Self-Plug bounces it to the back of the net. Pass to the point. Gets to DeMangeri. Long shot. It's on. And tipped over the net by Self-Plug. A spin pass in front of the net doesn't quite connect. KS Auto now with the puck. Looking to try and make an inside cut. He's got a lot of red players around him. But Boston still has it. Great tip by Tony Flo. Pass in front. Knocked aside by Don Cherry. Nashville sending the puck up. Great pass to Tony Flo's stick right on. And Krabs with this one-timer, but a great block by Lucic. That puck's going to bounce right to Krabs' stick again. DeMangeri now with an opportunity. A minute left in the second period. Cleared by Self-Plug right to DeMangeri. DeMangeri's going to step up, take a shot. rifles it just wide left. Squonky Knockers takes a shot, doesn't quite connect. Puck cleared into the Nashville zone. DiMangieri's back to receive it. Tony Flo on the opposite boards. Sends it around to Omaha. Omaha getting pressured by Lucic. Sends it back to DiMangieri. Jerry's got it second to make a chance. Sends it over to Tony, but it's just out of reach. Johnny Hockey's going to get there first. Sends it around the board to Quesado. Quesado now looking for Lucic, who's streaking up the center. Here comes a shot. No, tip by Lucic. Not quite. Very close opportunity there to try and tie that up for Boston. And that's going to be the second period here. And just like I said, Nashville goal for this game, trying to limit that Boston offense to low-scoring shots. And it seems to be working. In comes Tidge for Boston. Out goes Johnny Hockey. And like I suspected, right now, Boston trying to find a way to get their chemistry going. Tidge now in. Maybe some of his long shots will find the mark where Johnny Hockey wasn't able. Quesado now with the puck, trying to take a long shot. It's wide. Milan Lucic's going to be the first one there. He's got pass up the boards, passes it back to the point. He's got a man open. Quesado take a shot. Center ice slot area, and just putting it home. Quesado now with the puck, trying to make an inside move, or an outside move rather. Makes a second outside move. Another good scoring opportunity for Quesado. Takes a shot. A great save by Don Cherry. Tips it off to the post. But Quesado still has it. He's looking for an open man. Makes a wrap chance, and he just... Or, sorry, that was Squonky Knockers with the wrap chance. But he just wrapped it slightly wide. Crab's going to tip that puck out of the zone, and it's going to spin all the way into the Boston corner. Lucic back with it now, trying to look to make a move. Tries to flip it to Quesado, who's skating in the wrong direction. Shot towards the net, just wide. Tony Flo stepping up. Tidge's got it, man, wide open if he can get there. Squonky Knockers not able to get to the puck in time. Shot back on net, tipped. Aside by Self-Plug. Tony Flo setting it center. Great one-timer. Crab in a tree fires at home. The one-timer from Tony Flo. 2-1 for Nashville. Nashville doing a great job right now, taking advantage of the miscues from the Boston defense. That time, Crab just walked into the center area. Nobody said a lick, and Tony sent him the puck. Nice hot delivery, and Crab made no mistake there. DiMangieri sending that puck across, and it's going to bounce awkwardly. Selpuk's going to have to play it. Crab was pressuring him down. Puck chipped off the boards. It's going to go over Squonky Knocker's stick. Tony Flo's going to have it now. That means he's going to send it up to Crab, who's not able to receive it this time. Self-Plug. Sending it up, but not able to make anything of it. Squonky Knockers decides to send it back into his own zone. Self-Plug going to body. Doesn't quite get it. Lucic has it now, looking for Quesado, but a great play by Crab in a tree to keep that puck in the zone. He's got DiMangieri behind him and the man in front. Sends it, passes the man in front, and ends up on Omaha's stick. He fired it just wide. It's now in the Boston corner. Great block by Tony Flo. Lots of pressure on right now for Nashville. Boston's got to find a way to shut off this pressure and get a chance of their own. Quesado trying to get a shot, maybe a deflection. Tipped by Squonky Knockers. And Lucic, I think, was trying to get a one-timer on that. Didn't realize Squonky Knockers was going to tip it. And I think he showed a bit of frustration there, slamming his stick on the ice. But a great block by Quesado means that Squonky Knockers might have a chance here. Oh, an even better opportunity here as Lucic steps up. It's a 2-on-2. A great save by Don Cherry to make sure that that doesn't get anywhere. But a great play by Tidge to get that puck up. He's got Squonky Knockers. Squonky Knockers trying to make a move. Great save. Don Cherry coming up big for Nashville. Keeping his save percentage. Doing a really good job so far. Crabbing a tree now with the puck. Taps it back for Tony Flo. Tony Flo, lots of space, takes a shot and fires. Tipped just wide by Self Plug. Self Plug only needed to get a piece of that to make sure it didn't go in. He got all he needed. Opportunity there, pass across, and a whiff by both the attacker and the defenseman means Lucic is going to pick up the trash and put it in. We are now looking at a 2-2 hockey game. Tony Flo now coming up to pressure. KS Otto has the puck. Turned over to Tony Flo. Not able to get the puck to him. Don Cherry now is going to have to come out and play that as the forecheckers are going to get there first. Crabbing a tree looking for Tony Flo. Going to look for the little boards chip. A little bit too high for Tony. Over to Milan Lucic. Lucic looking for an open man. Turned over to Tony Flo. Tony Flo doesn't connect on the pass. He was looking to make a pass there, but just whiffed on the puck. Unfortunate. Great play by Crabtree, though, to get another turnover, another chance. Shot! And that's in. That's going to be 3-2. Crabtree with a hat trick. Increasing his point per game totals. Tony Flo now with the puck. And 10 seconds left here in the game. Self-plug looking to make a long shot here. He's going to have to make it quick. Sends it. Knocked aside. And that's the game. Nashville 3, Boston 2. A low-scoring game from Boston's previous game, a 5-1 win. And now they're looking to get revenge next week. Boston will be back here in a moment for a development game against the development team, which we will be broadcasting. Should be interesting. Boston will try and use this development game as an opportunity to rebound and get their heads on straight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be underway with our NADT game here. Now, the season games are over for the evening. The development team will be facing off against Boston. All right, the puck has dropped. The NADT team getting up the puck first. Gregor's waiting for it to drop. Puck flipped up the ice. The plug coming out to play it. Gregor's has it. Gets it around, trying to get it to Pessel. Whiffs on it, but gets a second hit on it. It's going to go to Splash. Tidge is going to turn that aside. Gregor's coming over here to make a play. Tips it over. Flash and Pestle not ready for that. Pushed out front, but a great play to make sure that well, it ends up on Chaos Auto's stick. Chaos Auto now looking for a play. Taps it back to Self Plug. Self Plug looking to do the dangies. Puck tipped, and it's going to be right on Can's stick. Shot towards the net. Saved by Superwoo, but it's still there. Tipped just wide by their defense. Puck passed out back to Tidge. Shot towards the point. Tip. Whew. Lucic now with a circling chance. Turned aside by Superwoo. Third opportunity. Lucic spin firing. Dead center. Woo, barely a chance at that one. Unfortunately, there, just a series of events, bounces, and just not going NADT's way. They had an opportunity to corral the puck there, and it just didn't quite work out. Gil Pestle now trying to put pressure on Chaos Auto. Chaos Auto's going to send it in. Puck chipped out. They'll plug out to play it. They'll plug looking to make a move on this first player here. Kill Pestle's putting the forecheck on. Decides to pass it instead. Gets all the way through to Lucic. Lucic's got a lot of move to make a DK if he wants. Decides to tap it back to Tidge. Able to get a shot towards the net. Saved by Superwoo. Tidge now with the puck. Passes off the boards. Gregor's going to end up with it instead. Gregor's looking to carry it. Got Kill Pestle streaking towards the net. Gregor's going to take a shot. Does send it, but it's along the ice. Flash going to send it back towards center, but nobody's there. Gregor's been... Self-plug, trying to dipsy dangle through multiple people. Ends up deciding to send it up. After a bit of a logging in the neutral zone, KSL is able to get it and scores on a dipsy doodle. Great shot. Flipping it right over the goalie's stick. Lucic now with it shot towards the net. Turned aside. Flash now with it. Looking to send it up. Just up past Kill Pestle's stick. Another opportunity. Spin fires. Boston just not fully connecting on each of their opportunities. They've scored on some already, but few issues here. KS Auto now begging inside. Shot off the post. Or off the crossbar, rather. And Gregors is back out with the puck. Del Pestle's trying to head up. Going to be a shot on net. Self-plug's going to tip it aside. Flash is going into the corner, though, to challenge. Can's going to cut off that pass. Lucic is going to come back on the back check and get that puck for Boston. Boston making some great plays here in the neutral zone. Shot. That's going to go off the post and in. And after the intermission, Boston wins the faceoff. It's now in the Boston zone. Self-plug is now playing. So forward Lucic playing in net. Pidge and KS Auto on defense. Goose also playing as a forward, it looks like. Puck center on the board. It's a splash. Takes a shot on net. Doesn't quite connect. Second chance. Doesn't get there. Great save. Quesado turns the puck aside, sends it up to Self-plug. Self-plug wide open. Opportunity. Shot just wide of the net. Noodle trying to send that puck up. Flash is there, but it's cut off by Tidge. Goose tries to get it, but whiffs. Puck now in the neutral zone. Boston putting pressure on. NADT trying their best to get the puck through the Boston defense. KS Auto with the play here. Taps it along the boards. Very soft pass. Tage is forced to come up and get it. Can gets a stick on it and sends it way down into the Boston zone. Lucic now with it. Shot on net, off the crossbar. Self-plug coming back now after the shot. Goes off the back of the NADT zone behind the net. Gets stopped by a Boston defenseman and back into the zone it goes. Gregor's now with the puck. Pressure being put on by Self-plug. Gregors flips it up looking for Kilpassel, but KS Auto cuts it off. But a great cutoff by Splash, sending it for kill, but doesn't connect. Lucic going to handle it. Sending it up to Self-plug. It's going to go right to his stick. Self-plug with a great play. It's going to trickle to Goose. Armani doesn't quite get it. Gregor's now trying to make a block here, but it turns out to be a turnover. It's a 2-on-1. Gregors and Splash. Pidge coming on the back check. Gregor's shot scores. Great shot by Gregors. Splash now with the puck, sending it out. KS Auto's forced to retrieve it. Shoots it right back in. Tip just wide of the net. Splash now to get it. Splash sending it across. Doesn't quite connect. KS Auto's going to step up and steal this one. Shot towards the net. Off the post and wide. Oh no, but another turnover opportunity. And Self-plug makes no mistake putting that home off of the mistake by the defense. Like that, it's 4-1. And ADT looking to get their momentum back. Pass to Splash. Bounce it off the boards. Nobody there. KS Auto stepping up. Shot. And trying to make a pass up. KS Auto intercepts again. Was not able to fully handle it. Splash. Bodying KS Auto. It's a 2-on-2. 3-on-2. Great play, 2-on-1. Shot scores. Goal by Can. Assisted by Splash. 4-2.
Sunshine. I'm ready. Got some updates coming up to commentary on that. I will throw it on over to
Alright, guys.
Puck center on the boards to Gregors. Gregors with the puck, holding onto it. Long pass. He's got Splash there at the corner. Goose is coming though. Kessel trying to take a spin shot, doesn't quite connect. And we are now at this set.
Channel switched. You were moved.
Don't worry about it, Vector. Okay. All right. Now with the puck drop of the third period, we'll see if NADT is able to even up the score after some great goals by Can and Gregors. And Boston looking a bit shaky, maybe still a bit shaken from their game there. But turnover, Gregors pushing out. Goose trying to make a play on it. Goose is able to get there first, and Gregors tried his best to knock it away. But another opportunity back the other way. KS Auto dangling in. No mistake, KS Auto. Just as I say, they're looking a bit shaky. KS Auto makes clean play. Gregors with the puck now. Lots of space shot. Tipped wide by Self-Plug, I believe. Self-Plug with it now. Shot on net, save. Wow. Puck cleared out now. Can's got it. It's going to have to beat Goose. An inside cut, great cut. Just lost a little bit too hard on the cut. But another turnover. Phil Pestle trying to make a play. Gets tipped aside by the goaltender. Puck just kind of trickling along here in front of the Boston net. So far, Boston and NADT, neither of them getting really a good stick on it. Tries to make a spin shot. Shot on net, tipped aside by Superwoof. Can trying to take a shot, tipped. Flash now with it. Sending it into the corner for Pestle. Pestle just a bit too far ahead. And Self-Plug's got it now. Splash putting the pressure on. Self-Plug's past Splash. He's past Gregors. Seeking out Pestle. Shot. Tipped in by Squonky Knockers. Puck pass back to the goaltender, Self-Plug. Carrying the puck now. Turnover. Opportunity. Puck put against the board. Off the post. Shot towards the net. And I believe Superwolf got tricked there by Lucic. Lucic fanned on the shot as if he'd make a one-timer. And Superwolf completely faked out by that. 7-2 the score. A minute 30 left in this game. And that'll be it, folks. Passes it to Sir Gregors. Gregors with an opportunity. Doesn't get enough on it. Shot wide. Superwolf taps it aside for Can. Can carrying it. Sends it up to Splash. The patented 4-goalie strat. One Giant goes in, but a great save made by the goalie. Another opportunity. Great save by the red goalie. Lucic, knockers, KSAto, all great save. Self plug. Shot wide of the net. Shot wide again. Opportunity, puck chipped over the net. And just like that, that'll be the end of the development game. The final score, Boston 7, NADT 2.
User left your channel.